I quit my 6-figure job to build a startup. I might be slightly delusional to believe that I can do it. I will talk about how did I get here, the lesson that I learned that get me to this decision, and what's my plan. Hi, I'm Panittha, a former product designer. I spent the last 8 years designing software used by millions. For as long as I can remember, I want to create something of my own. I want to have my own company someday, but I kept waiting to feel ready. Last year I turned 30 and it hit me that if I'm not going after my dreams, I'm guaranteeing that I'm not gonna get there. I also realized that I will never truly feel ready because I never done it before. So of course I'm not ready. And I believe the only way to overcome that is to actually do it. Reading more books, listening to more business gurus will not get me there. So last year I finally committed to create my first app. After a year of working on it, besides my full-time job, I put in about 1,000 hours and invested 15,000 euros in development. We released it and it's flopped. I can share the lesson I learned from building that app with my 15k tuition fee in another video. Let me know if you're interested. Even though the app flopped, I learned so much from it. The most important one being what it means to be consistent, what it means to finish a project. I have a history of starting many projects and not finishing them. So I had very little trust in myself that I would finish anything. And I proved myself wrong. Starting a business is risky. Yes, it is. But if I fail at this entrepreneurship thing, I could get another job. At the same time, is it safe to have a job? Because the employers can let you go at any point. And we see a lot of mass layoff lately. So, is it safe? If I imagine my worst case scenario, I can go back to Thailand, my home country. Thailand, where people go for vacation. Even in my worst case, it's not that bad. I would rather try and fail than spend years wondering what could have been. This exercise of imagine the worst case scenario helped me a lot. So if you are on the fence about following your dreams, ask yourself, what is the worst case scenario and how would you recover from it? It calms me down to have trust in myself that I will be able to handle even the worst case scenario. Some might ask why not keeping doing side hustle until it made more money than full-time job? Why risk it? I think it depends on your risk appetite. I prefer to focus on one thing rather than trying to balance two things. I have enough saving for about 1 to 2 years, depend on how I spend it. So I might as well jump in and find out what would happen. And honestly, staying in the indecision state, wondering, should I do this? Can I do this? What if I fail? What if? Took so much energy and I wasn't getting anywhere. So I might as well put that energy into creating something and find out. I finally reached the point that the pain of inaction, the pain of just wondering what could have been, felt worse than the fear of the unknown. So what is my plan? They say 9 out of 10 tech startups fail in the first 3 years. That is my plan. I plan to fail. My plan is to go through my first 9 ideas, learn every lesson I need, and hopefully come out stronger on the other side. And I want to document this journey. For years, I was an entrepreneur, stuck in the loop of dreaming, planning, chasing after the next new ideas. I was pretending to working on my dream, but I was getting in my own way. I was just planning and not executing. I believe this journey is not going to be easy, but I also believe it's manageable. So I want to document this journey for those of you who want to do the same. This is for those of you who have been waiting, wondering if you should bet on yourself. This is for those of you who are starting a similar journey. I will show you my ups and downs, and maybe you can skip some of the mistakes I made. And for those of you who have been on a similar path, you will see that the struggle you are going through, you're not alone. So stick around. See you in the next video.